The Solar Prize is a $3 million prize competition that's really geared to invigorate the solar industry, especially when it comes to U.S. manufacturing. Round two is the second cohort of the Solar Prize.
The Solar Prize was designed for teams at 2 points during the contest to do an in-person demo day pitch and product demonstration. Unfortunately, with the virtual state of the world, we switched our programming to be all virtual this year. A lot of these teams really face challenges around a place to get things done. We saw teams were converting their living rooms into test facilities, their garages into workshops, and really being creative in how they were going to construct things. And so teams had a lot to overcome.
The first winner is Resilient Power Systems from Georgetown, Texas. This team developed a hybrid inverter that enables interconnection between solar, storage, and other energy systems using a novel wide bandgap technology. This power router enables direct connection of these resources to the medium voltage distribution grid, integrating transformers and inverters into a single unit. So congratulations, Resilient Power Systems.
The competition was great. They raised the bar. I mean, every time we'd look online and read what they're doing and stuff, it was really challenging, and we knew we had to do our very best.
The second winner is Sunflex Solar from Tempe, Arizona. This team is replacing the copper backsheets on a standard back-contacted silicon solar cell with aluminum, which costs less. They will use a high-speed laser to weld the aluminum backsheet to the silicon wafer. So good job, Sunflex.
I was surprised. I looked at all of the pitch videos from the other teams, and the competition was really actually quite tough, and kind of was quietly optimistic, but I actually thought that we maybe were not going to win, and then we did, which was very exciting.
It's a huge enabler. It's the funding that we need exactly at the right time.
We stumbled upon these huge opportunities because the Solar Prize made us be more aggressive in pursuing customers and pilots, and those opportunities have really grown to such an extent that we couldn't have even imagined. The way the American-made Solar Prize is structured, you need to start with the problem and demonstrate customer interests, a market, and the entire business case beyond just impressive technology.
The Solar Prize is the challenge and the opportunity of a lifetime for a new solar technology, a new solar business here in the US.
Congratulations, Sunflex Solar and Resilient Power Systems. We were so glad to see the work that you did over the last year and are excited to see what you can do for the US solar industry.